Suneera Madhani. Suneera Madhani.
Without much further ado, I'd like to welcome Suneera.
Hi, I'm Suneera Madhani, a mom of two, daughter of an immigrant, and an unlikely entrepreneur who built a billion-dollar business. Yes, billion. Now I'm doing it again and building my second unicorn, Worth. Shockingly, less than 2% of female founders ever reach 1 million in revenue, and I'm on a mission to change that. At CEO School, we mentor thousands of women to help them level up in business and in life. We believe that you deserve to have it all because honestly, nothing bad happens when women make more money. Grab a seat because class is officially in session. Welcome to CEO School. Hi everyone, welcome back to the CEO School podcast. It's Suneera here, and today's episode is so bittersweet because this is our last episode of the season, and I'm so grateful for all the time that I get to spend with you. I cannot believe that the show has been going for 5 years, and usually when school's out, CEO School's out, and so we go into summer school where you get to listen to all of the top episodes or the most binge episodes, the most watched episodes. We'll compile the best of the best for you so that you can catch up and not miss a week. So we will not be missing any weeks. So for those of you that need to have this on Monday morning on your walks or your commute or your drive as part of the week, I'm sure that there are so many episodes that you have not been able to listen to. So they'll continue, and we'll be back for another incredible season in the fall. This season, there were so many incredible interviews and lessons, and I've just been reflecting on how I want to close out this season. But first, the biggest part that I want to just share is that this season was out of my home. So like literally part of my home. It's the first time that I brought it back in-house since COVID. So when the podcast launched, and for all my OG listeners that have been with us from day one, the podcast launched right out of this laptop, or maybe there's another laptop, or right out of here, out of my kitchen table, and evolved into the show that it is. And this season, I felt like bringing it back home, making it more integrated in my life, because this season is really, and this season in my life has really been about alignment, right? So it's really been about alignment. I think in the previous years, it was so much about hustle and growth and scale, and it still is that. There's a huge part of our DNA of all of you that come, that listen to the show. We're tied together with a value system. I know you have that same value system as I do. We're hard workers, we're super ambitious, and we're go-getters, and we're gonna make it happen. But this season has really been more about aligning to what works in our life and how to integrate things better, and not what is good enough, right? That I feel like that has been where I'm at in my life. And even with having a brand new startup and scaling that, the hustle's been there, but in a different way. And this show I'm just so excited to have it in my life, integrated into my life. And it was really about alignment. So thank you for allowing that and coming into my home with me. So I would really love, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening, I'd love to get your feedback on if you felt a difference in this season compared to the others. I'd love to get your thoughts on it. And so that's really what this season was really about. Because when you're out of alignment, there's no strategy that's going to save you. And when you are in alignment, all of the opportunities will flow. And so for those that are listening, if you don't feel in alignment right now, whether it comes to your time, your dollars, or your impact, get into alignment. Do that exercise. Put in the work to say, what does alignment look like for me? What are those boundaries that I need to put in place? Because lesson number 2 from this season is that your calendar actually does reveal your priorities, right? So freedom isn't found in having more hours. It's found in intentional hours. It's found in the intentional ones. And so what really shifted for me was even adding in an entire startup this year. I wasn't willing to give up my boundaries. I wasn't willing to shift in a way that I needed to bend to go create this startup. And I did really challenge myself to say, how can I ensure that I make it work and not just give subpar results, right? Who do I need to have on my team? What do I need to ensure that I'm really on top of? What are the most important needle movers that are actually going to drive, the next stages for us versus needing to do it all, right? And so it was really about asking myself those hard questions, and I get to share that back with you. And it really does. It's always been reflective in my calendar. And I really do feel that I don't want to say mastered it, but I do feel I've always been the productivity guru and expert, and you've always learned from me in that way. But I really do think that my calendar, I could say confidently that my calendar does reflect my priorities. You can have those priorities on your calendar. And if you don't, and you're looking for that freedom, definitely let's go reflect on that. And I'm here every step of the way. There's so many episodes that will link back that kind of tie into those seasons. So go back, listen to the season, listen to those episodes. But your calendar does and should reflect your priorities. The third biggest takeaway that I feel like is the energy of the season, and speaking of energy, is that your energy is the business plan. Okay, so that is the plan. You are the plan. Whether you're hiring, whether you're scaling, whether you're starting fresh, whatever it is, whether you're adding in another product, whether you're really increasing revenue, whether it's just the beginning, it's a new chapter, you're launching a podcast, you're finally on social, whatever is happening, your energy sets the tone. And so it has been such a reflection of what you pour your energy into is one thing. That's what I've always known previous seasons, right? You pour your energy into it, and guess what? The needle will move. But what I finally feel like I understand is that your energy is the plan too. Like how you show up is also what's going to move that energy too, and what's going to move the needle forward. And so protecting your energy is so important. Protecting your peace, making sure that the things that you are spending time on are bringing you joy, and that most of the effort that you put in the energy that you're putting into is like happy energy. And if there are areas of your business, of your life, of other areas that are just that negative energy or that feels really draining, it's not going to succeed. It's going to end up failing, or it's going to end up causing problems. It's going to end up creating toxicity for the rest of the energy flow. And so, reminder that your energy is the business plan. And this is the first time that I finally feel like, man, I get it. Like, it is about that. And I've always pushed energy towards things to move. And now I'm really understanding my energy. And that includes for people, right? That's not just inclusive of, it's all of it. It's people, it's process, it's products, right? I mean, even this season right now, as I'm going to go into summer school, I'm going to be auditing. I love still to do the processes of do, delegate, delete. Like that is something that I still do every single quarter. And it's time for me to sunset some things, to like really check in with myself to say, hey, does that serve me anymore? And your energy just is that. And so protect your energy, pour into your energy. It was such a huge vibe this season. And I just really feel it. And I just feel so grateful. And even with the show, right? Like I have thought so much about what do I want to do next with the show. And now that I finally took time to get aligned with it, to say what integrates for me, what are the parts of it that I really love, this season was just such an ease-filled season. It felt so natural. It felt so just integrated, and I felt like I gave it my best energy. I never felt drained from it. Didn't feel like I had to produce levels of content or show up in a way that I didn't want to. And I really do think that was reflective in the numbers. It was reflected in your energy back to me. And so as I think about, what's going to look like for the fall, I'm so I didn't know if I was going to continue. If I was like, 5 years, should I is this the time to maybe, say goodbye and end the show? But it's like, no, we spent 5 years building this community, and I just feel so energized in the way that I get to show up now that that's fully aligned. And so I'm really excited for the fall season. I'm exploring different things of how it, what it could look like. So I'm just really pumped, and just want to thank you for your energy back. And I'd love to hear from you, your takeaways and your energy from this season as well. But just a reminder to recap here that your energy is the plan, not just the energy that you put towards the plan. So lesson number 4 that I'm going to share with you will only make sense to those that either you're going to get it or you're not. And I feel like I finally get it. You can have both. Okay. So I'm talking boundaries and ambition, stillness and scale. And for the longest time, I feel like it was I had to turn on and off my seasons. And so I'm my on season's about to be in the spring, and it's going to get conference season, and products are launching, and, startup season, and whatever the things are. And then summer's July is slow, and this is when I can actually go do stuff for my family or take care of myself. I had all these on and off switches over the years where I created these seasons to have stillness and scale, to have boundaries and ambition, right? However, it's not or, like I can't have and together. And that was something that I feel like is just mind blowing for me, because I've not been able to have that. Like right now I am in a season of scale. I have the most incredible fintech right now that is 50 plus people. I've been hiring. I'm a present CEO. I'm in office. We are like onboarding the most incredible team members, customers, building a technical product, all the stuff. And yet I have stillness in my life, and my weekends are protected and my evenings are protected. I still feel that stillness. I'm meditating. Like in the last season, I shared with you my entire TM journey and things that I did to really create rituals and practices and better habits for mindset. I'm still practicing. I'm actually feeling more still in my practices while the scale is happening. Mind blown. How is that happening? And I think it's that shift that it doesn't have to be this on and off switch all the time. And I can have that. And I can still have my boundaries and still be ambitious, right? That was something that it was like either I'm all in, I'm 100% yes, and if not, then I'm missing opportunities. And I felt like always on the plane, or, no life, or whatever the things were, because I'm ambitious and I have to say yes. But I can be ambitious and still protect myself with boundaries. And so this feeling of that I can have both really felt right for me. And I want to encourage that for you. And I think over the years, that evolution, I think we've all gone through, right? We have our hustle mode, we have our off mode, but why not? Like, why can't it coexist? It can coexist. So you can still find stillness in the chaos. And that's like, it's just a concept that I didn't understand until now. And so grateful for that lesson. And thank you for this season for that. And then here's the last and final lesson of the season. And it's such a good one. And I was really reflecting on what this feels, right? Like constantly, I always feel like I have to have like, here's the bar, or here's the end point, the destination, the finish line, the accomplishment, right? So Virgo, type A, overachiever, all the things, all of you guys are all of this, always trying to cross the finish line. There is no finish line, right? Like I just restarted another race, started another company with CEO school. I didn't shut it down. I created Millionaire Founders Club, which honestly is such a beautiful, like, I'm so glad that this came out of CEO school. And it's not this like end line. There is no finish line. It's only the next season, right? It is the next season. And even with this podcast, I'm like, 5 years, what's the decision? What are we going to do? Like, it's not, there's a next season, and the season can be what the season needs to be. And this journey is a cycle. It really is. It evolves, it pauses, it expands. And what I'm learning is I'm letting go of that arrival, right? I'm letting go of that destination point and truly choosing the evolution, right? Truly choosing that evolution. I think my word of the year, and I know the word of my year is I've arrived. And I stopped chasing that finish line. I'm already here, and I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to constantly be chasing, and it's just the cycle. Like I finally have accepted, like no matter what point I'm in, I'm already there. I'm in this next phase because I'm supposed to be. It really is that cycle. It's evolving, it's pausing, it's expanding, it's contracting, it's evolving again, right? It is this ebb and flow of it. And so just embrace that. Now I've been in business for 15 years. Not only have I started a company, I've gone through so many evolutions of that company to exit. I've started another company. I've literally scaled CEO school to beyond to that next level too. I've created another fintech startup. I've invested in over 50 companies in and of itself. I sit on so many boards. Like I do the work. I see business. I know founders, and I kid you not, every single one, like it's the same. It's the same on repeat. It really is just that journey and that cycle and that journey, and it's always ebbing and flowing. And so really just enjoy it. And like you get this one life to live, and business is so fun. And I hope it's fun for you. I hope that your business does give you that joy, and it's not going to always be easy, but it's super fun. Like, I really enjoy building. I really enjoy supporting entrepreneurs. I love business. I love the lessons of business, and this is what I'm good at, and I enjoy it. And I feel so grateful that I get to not only build companies, but also get to share my purpose with the world. And I feel so grateful for that. And what I've learned from being this shark and seeing so many businesses and operating so many businesses, that honestly, we're all the same, you and I. Whether we're starting, whether we're in our scale era, whether we're in our exit era, it's a cycle. So really enjoy the journey, guys. Really enjoy the journey. I hope you are getting just so much joy out of what you do, finding that purpose, having an incredible team to do it with, serving incredible customers, delivering upon a product or a solution that really changes something for someone. It's so meaningful, and that makes it really fun. And it's going to be hard, and we're going to go through all these strategies, and this season was so fun. I got to go through so many different fun strategies, but it really is about the right energy and alignment, and I feel so grateful for that. It wouldn't be fair if I didn't mention that Shama's episode, my mom's episode, went viral this season. So thank you for that. If you haven't had a chance to listen to my mom's Mother's Day episode, I had her on. And again, this is like that ebbing and flowing. And I had a guest cancellation, and we were recording for the month of May, because we always record a couple weeks out. And I was like, Mom, can you come over? And she came over, and she was so nervous. It was her first podcast debut, and what was so great about it is that it was just natural, and it literally went viral. Like, the stats on this one podcast and the clips, it was shared over, I don't know, it was like 3 million views. It was shared over 150,000 times, like an insane amount. I was on the Jay Shetty podcast this season as well, which part of the best of series. I'm going to be sharing it here for all of you. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to it, we're going to share it and link out to Jay's show. It was so incredible. But just in terms of like stats, like I've seen the stats on shows like that, and what Mama Shama did was just insane. So like, thank you for all the love for her, and it was so well deserved. And it just goes to show that like, you don't need to be a big superstar. You don't need to have and my mom's a superstar, so Mom, don't take it like that. But you don't need to have, like, we didn't have this huge planned script or planned outline. It was just real and authentic, and it was really awesome to see you guys love that so much. And I got to share so many fun pieces of my family with you this season. So thank you. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This has been such an incredible, incredible season. I got a chance to share all of the Millionaire Founders Club lessons with all of you too in the retreat. And so I'm going to continue to do that this fall as well. We are so excited for our fall retreats, and the Millionaire Founders Club is almost full. This was a vision I had 2 years ago. We're at, I think, 89 members right now, and it closes at 100. It's my personal circle. So if you want to have proximity with me, if you want to come hang out with me, if you want to hang out with 100 of the most incredible women and be part of the sisterhood, and this show resonates with you, and I resonate with you, and our DNA resonates with you, please, please, please submit your application to the MFC application page. I'm going to link it for you, because I'd love to get to know you. These are all everyday women running businesses, and the only thing that we have in common is heart. And so if you are a 7-figure founder and you want to be in the room, or you're close to the 7-figure mark, you're in the multi-six, definitely I encourage you to apply, so that we can even get connected and hop on a call and get to know each other. And this show is like, this is the extension of that, and I cannot wait for just to see you guys. Hopefully, I know every season I share, I want to have a conference, and I don't do it because it's just from like an energy alignment hasn't been there. So hopefully maybe this fall there'll be some energy alignment, so I can announce something for all of us to get together. So if you want that, please do let me know, because it is important to know. I want to hear your voice, and I'd love to hear from you guys on your best takeaways of the season. So please screenshot this, tag us on social, write, in the notes on YouTube. Tell me your favorite moments, your favorite episodes, what you want to see in the fall. This is your show. I'm exploring so many fun ideas right now, and so would just love to kind of see where your season is at, so it could be CEO school for you this fall. Sending all my love. I hope you guys just have an incredible summer. Don't worry, school's out, but we have summer school now in session. Love you guys. See you in the fall. Mwah.